Over the past few months, I've been paying more attention to how different foods affect me. So I've been looking at my energy levels and how I feel during workouts or how many cravings I have during the day. And what I've noticed is prioritizing a whole foods diet that has enough protein and enough fiber has completely changed the way that I feel. It's changed my energy levels. It's changed the way that I digest food. I try to get around 125 grams of protein every single day. These are meals that support my gut health and give me steady energy all day, and they're also super nutritious and simple. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let's get into it. I always try to eat between 25 to 35 grams of protein in the morning. And the reason that I like to do this is because this helps control your glucose throughout the day. So what I've noticed for me is I stay fuller for longer, and I also don't have so many sweet or snacky cravings throughout the day. From consistently eating a high protein breakfast for about a year now, I've noticed I have so much more energy and better appetite regulation. Today I wanted to make a take on a Mediterranean style breakfast bowl. So I started out by using some cottage cheese and then mixing it with some olive oil, some oregano, some lemon, and a little bit of salt. And then I just fried up 2 eggs for a little bit more protein and to make this breakfast a little bit more filling. And then I topped the breakfast bowl with black olives as well as sun-dried tomatoes. I drizzled a little bit of oil from the sun-dried tomatoes back onto the breakfast and then finished it off with a little bit more sea salt. I love mixing it up for breakfast and adding spices that I wouldn't normally use during breakfast time. This breakfast also had about 32 grams of protein. Depending on what I had for breakfast, I will either take these supplements after breakfast or I'll take them after lunch. I feel like I take so many supplements, it literally takes both sides of this container. I'm happy to talk more in depth in another video about the supplements I take and why I take them, but I always base my supplements on my blood work and what my blood work is telling me. When I was growing up in the winter, every single morning we would eat a spoonful of honey. My parents had bees when I was growing up, so it was like very local honey. And I've just kind of continued that on into my adult life. There's so many antioxidants in honey. And so eating a little spoonful of honey like this is a great way to keep your immune system strong, especially through the winter. I just got this honey and this was my first time trying it. But it reminds me of the honey that I had growing up. It has such an amazing flavor, and I love that it's in a glass bottle. You always want to buy honey in a glass bottle because if your honey starts to crystallize, which happens if your honey is just sitting there for too long, you can easily put this in a pot of boiling water and it will uncrystallize and your honey is perfectly fine. There's nothing that I love more than a nutritious and super filling, yummy salad for lunch. And so right now I am meal prepping all of the ingredients for the week for the salad. I have some chickpeas in the oven roasting with some garlic and onion powder on there. And then I also have some lentils cooking on the stove right now. I always meal prep lunches, so I make enough for at least 4 days. Fiber is one of those things that can be really hard to eat enough of during the day, and it's recommended that women eat 25 to 30 grams of fiber every single day. And so for lunch, I really wanted to focus on making sure I was eating my fiber for the day. The reason that you want to make sure you have enough fiber is because it feeds your gut microbiome. And so this is shown to lower inflammation in the body. A lot of times for lunch, I'm eating plant protein, and today I had chickpeas, lentils, and great northern beans. And this lunch had about 30 grams of protein. I try to eat healthy fats every single day, and pumpkin seeds and cashews are a great source of healthy fats. They have magnesium and zinc and other minerals that help with nervous system regulation. And then I love eating kale because it's full of antioxidants, so it's great for your skin. Lunches like this keep me full all afternoon without making me feel sluggish and weighed down. And this lunch had around 24 grams of fiber, so I got my daily recommended amount of fiber through this. One of my favorite snacks to make is a sesame cucumber salad. It's so healthy, it's delicious, and it's also good for your skin. I'm making kind of a big batch because I eat a lot of this throughout the week. So I'm using 2 cucumbers, I'm using carrots, sesame seeds, sesame oil, a little bit of rice vinegar, a little bit of soy sauce. I start by removing the skin from each of the vegetables. When you have a diet that's high in whole plant-based foods that are rich in phytonutrients, in vitamins, and minerals, and antioxidants, it's going to support healthier skin, opposed to eating diets that are high in refined sugars, processed foods, and high glycemic load, or even excessive fat, are linked with skin problems including inflammation, dullness, acne, and even collagen degeneration. But there's so many ways that what you eat actually shows up in your skin. You want to make sure you're eating enough antioxidants and phytonutrients, and you can get these from vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. You want to make sure you're eating enough vitamins and minerals. When your gut is healthy, your skin is happy. And so if you have a diet that's rich in fiber, probiotics, and whole foods, that's going to support a healthy gut microbiome. And so it's just really cool how our body works together as a system, and how taking care of each different part of the system affects every part of the body. I wanted to try to make birria taco bowls. I had a huge roast that I wanted to use, and so I mixed a bunch of different peppers and spices and onions and garlic in my blender, and then poured it into my slow cooker with my meat. And I let that cook all day on the lowest setting. I want to take a few more cracks at making this because I used too much chipotle peppers and it kind of overpowered my dish. I try to finish the day also eating a high protein meal. The reason that you want to eat protein at night is because at night is when your body is repairing. And if you have enough protein in your system, then it's going to aid with muscle repair and cellular regeneration, and even help to balance your hormones. I try to give my body time to digest the food that I'm eating before I go to bed. And so I have been eating pretty early now, but it makes me feel amazing. It makes me sleep amazing. And it actually gives my body the time and space to get into the rest and repair mode. I started this birria meat literally at 8 a.m. and it's just been slow cooking on low all day. So it's almost done. I also put on some rice and I'm just gonna chop up some vegetables. It's always so amazing when you use the slow cooker for dinner because then it feels like dinner just comes together so fast and easy and effortlessly, even though technically you put in energy earlier in the day. Even though the sun has been setting super early, I have been loving it because it's usually when I'm prepping dinner, the sun is setting, and so I'm in my kitchen and I just get to watch the gorgeous sunset, and I feel so much gratitude, and I also feel like it balances my circadian rhythm and just tells my body that it's time to start winding down. I'm really trying to prioritize taking moments where I only pay attention to one thing. Over the next year, I want to heal my attention span because I feel like over the past few years, it's gotten really, really short. My birria meat just finished. I'm so excited. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna shred it up and then I'm just going to put it on a bed of rice and add the other toppings that I cut up. I just added my rice, my birria meat, a little bit of the birria sauce, some tomato, some cilantro, some avocado, and lime, and then a little bit more of the sea salt, and this is what the dinner looked like. This dinner was so good. It had about 28 grams of protein and about 10 grams of fiber. I got such a cute package in the mail from my mother-in-law today. She sent an advent calendar from Sweden and then a bunch of Swedish candy. Oh my God. I love having a warm beverage at night, and recently I've been drawn to drinking chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is great for the nervous system. It helps to calm the body. It also helps to soothe the digestive system, which is why I really like to drink this after dinner. I'm really trying to limit the amount of time that I spend scrolling on my phone and on my iPad at night, and actually all day, honestly, but especially at night. My favorite fiction author right now is Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I've literally read probably all of her books. I know I have one more after the one I'm reading, and then I will have read, I think, all of her books. They're so good. They're light, they're fiction, they're easy to read. I'm trying to build a habit of reading at night. I got in a bad flow of scrolling at night and just kind of mindlessly consuming content. And so I really want to get out of that flow and into a healthier flow where I'm relaxing my brain at night.